So welcome to the presentation on the digital communications media and multidisciplinary programs. My name is Robin Jones and I am Vice President for Enrollment Management. I am joined here by Department Chair and Professor Blue Wade, our presenter for this session. This presentation will last approximately 15 to 20 minutes, followed by a Q&A session. Feel free to enter your questions in the Q&A box at any time, not the chat box, the Q&A box, and we will try to answer as many as we can. Professor Wade, I will let you introduce yourself and begin your presentation.
Good morning. First, I want to congratulate you on your admittance to Marymount California University. My name is Professor Blue Wade, and I am the Chair of Digital Communications Media, as well as the Chair of Multidisciplinary Studies. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about both programs. The Digital Communications Media program is a Bachelor of Science program. It is a STEM program, a STEAM program. It is for that student who is interested in exploring creative media for some of the current careers that are out there and future careers. While at Marymount, if you are a media student, you will be working in filmmaking, editing, motion graphics, multimedia animation, website design, virtual reality, and game design. Our degree has been built to be career ready. And by that, I mean that students are using industry standard. We work in a wealth of equipment, media equipment for our students, also integrated different types of immersive technology for our students to not only learn how to use, but learn how to build content for, such as virtual reality, augmented reality, and extended reality. We also have created a real-world program in our curriculum so that students actually get professional experience while in the classroom. We require all of our students to take a media career course and complete a portfolio before they graduate. We have a wealth of internships that our students take full advantage of, and you can see that they have a very vast career outlook. So if they're interested in filmmaking, being a creative for social media, working in advertisement commercials, motion graphics, graphic designers, digital artists, etc., this is the major for you. So now I want to talk to you a little bit about our real world program. So in the media program, we say your first day of class is your first day of work. By that I mean, if you are in a tagged real world class in media, when you arrive to your first day of class, you will see your professor and you will see your other classmates. But what you will also see is a real client from a real business who has a real project that they need for their company. That client on that first meeting will introduce the project that they need or the problem that they have. After that class, the next day, the professor will work with the students to come up with different ideas to solve the problem or to complete the project. The second time the client comes, the students will be presenting the different ideas they have for that client, and the client will choose one of those ideas. Once that is complete, the students work for the rest of the semester on the project, and the client comes back at the end to see the work presented by the student, and the client then chooses which work they want to use for their final work. This is a great opportunity for our students because it gives them hands-on job training while in the classroom. It removes a little bit of the stage fright and the fear from the idea of internships or jobs. It gives them a project that they've worked on they can actually put on their resume because, again, it goes into the industry. But they also begin to develop relationships not only with their classmates and their faculty, but also with local businesses. And we work with a wealth of them that are local. So we have worked with Angels Gate Cultural Center. We have worked with San Pedro International Film Festival, Toberman's Neighborhood Center, St. Bernard High School, and the Beacon House are just a few. A little bit about it. We have a wealth of equipment. We have DSLR cameras, digital camcorders, lenses, lights, microphones. We have a number of virtual reality headsets, both PC virtual reality headsets as well as standalones. We have 360 cameras, drones, sliders. We have a wealth of equipment for you to learn how to use. In addition to the equipment, we have industry standard software. So our students will be learning Photoshop, Illustrator, Dreamweaver, Animate, Premiere, as well as After Effects within the Creative Suite, the Adobe Creative Suite. But students will also learn about Autodesk Maya, Unity Game Engine as well. Now I'd like to talk to you a little bit about planning. Your planning becomes essential when you are trying to get through a 4-year degree. And so the slide that you see before you now is actually your 4-year ed plan. So if you are here and if you are a freshman and you're unsure what class to take each semester, it is now laid out before you on your screen. You can see what course you need to take each semester of each year of your 4 years. If you're a transfer student, you'll probably start further in. You probably won't start at freshman, you'll probably start at sophomore or junior. So by this, I want to walk you through a few of these courses because they're really important to understand why you're taking them. So your freshman year, in the first semester, you're going to take a course that's called Digital Foundations. That course is a fantastic course to begin to introduce you to media making. In that class, you will work in Photoshop, you will work in Illustrator, you will work in InDesign and Dreamweaver and Premiere. It not only teaches you about how to use the tools, but the theoretical concepts behind using them for media. In addition to that course, your first semester at Marymount, you will also be required to take Video Production Method. That will be your first film course at Marymount, and it is an electronic news gathering course. So you'll learn how to use equipment, but you'll also learn storytelling. And your second semester of your freshman year, you will take the second level of video production methods. And in that course, you will learn about camera setup. Your sophomore year, that's the year you start diving into career. You take the career required course for media, where you learn about all of the different careers available in media, as well as put together a professional development plan. You can see that you may want to start out applying for internships as soon as your sophomore year, but you don't have to. By the time you are a junior, that is when we are interested in helping you develop your own unique creative voice. So the Junior Research and Conceptual Development course is a course where you can create that project you always wanted to create. Let's say you always wanted to create a series of drone films, or you wanted to do editing and learn about color correcting. Let's say you wanted to build content for a virtual reality game. This is the course where you get to explore that idea and really learn the skills of research and conceptual development to do so. Once you're finished with that class, you then go into your spring semester and work on a media project. That project is a very unique project because previously we wanted you to make and explore your own personal voice. And in the Digital Communications Media Project course, we're asking you to create a project for the industry. So that means on your first day of class, the professor is going to ask you to gather 5 to 10 job postings that are directly related to the career that you're interested in, and to then put together a project that is specifically asked for within the job descriptions. When you finish that course, you will then enter your senior year. That first semester, you will be putting together your portfolio, and not just putting together your portfolio. In that class, you will be actually applying to jobs and internships. I think that applying to jobs while still in the classroom is the perfect place to apply because it gives that student great direction and also helps foster that student and advise that student. So the students begin to apply to jobs while in the classroom. Their final semester of their senior year, they can decide to work on those internships that hopefully they were able to secure in their fall semester, but they can also add additional courses. So they have a choice. Do you want to work an internship and get college credit for it, or do I want to take some more classes, or a combination of both? This is one of our students, and I'm going to play this but keep the sound down. This is one of our students, Calvin, who actually worked in an internship while he was at Marymount, and as soon as he graduated, they hired him. So he worked in a video production, and then after graduation, he continued to work there as a full-time employee. So you can see by this list, our students are fully engaged in taking advantage of not only Los Angeles, but Hollywood. These are some of the places that our students have interned. So whether it's NBC, ABC, Cartoon Network, Dreamweaver, DreamWorks, our students are interning there. Our students are also leaving and going into the job industry. So here's a short list of our students and the different jobs they've secured after graduation. Here, I'm going to show you a small clip. Here we go. A small video clip. And again, I kept the sound off on this, but I thought that I couldn't end the talk about digital communications media without showing you some of the students' work. But the best place to view this is on our YouTube channel, Digital Communications Media, Marymount California University. When you have a moment, please go to our channel and see a lot of our students' work. Next, I'm going to switch gears and talk to you a bit about another great program, Multidisciplinary Studies. Multidisciplinary Studies is for that student, is for multiple different types of students. It can be first for that student who is sitting here saying, okay, I know I want to go to college, but I really don't know what I want to major in. Then this major is for you. It's also for that student who is sitting here saying, I do know what I want, but I want to combine different majors so I can have a unique major of my own choosing for all of the ever-changing jobs that are coming out in the industry. We know that at this point in the marketplace, one of the things that are most valuable is that a person comes to the marketplace interdisciplinary approach and interdisciplinary knowledge. This is what this program provides you with. This program is for that student who is interested in business but wants to really look at it from the people part of it. So they may want to combine business and psych. It's for that student who says, I like game design, but I also like the technology part of it, the development part of it. So that person may want to combine arts and computer science. So as you can see, we have a wealth of emphases that our students can combine. You're asked to combine 2 or even more emphases to make your unique degree. These are some of our students who have graduated from our program and the different things they have done after college. So here is a student who after graduation went into nursing school, another student who went into graduate seminary school, and then some of our students, once they graduate, they go straight into the marketplace. Here is a short list of some of the internships the multidisciplinary studies students have. And here is a list of different careers that our multidisciplinary students may want to pursue. I want to thank you for allowing me to talk to you about both of our programs today, Digital Communications Media and Multidisciplinary Studies, and I'm here and happy to take any questions you may have.
Thank you very much, Professor Wade. We will now open it up to questions. So please put your questions in the Q&A box. And we have some coming in now. Do the internships look cool? Are they close by?
Well, yes, some of them, and that's really up to the student. The student gets to decide what internships they want to apply to. So yes, we have great relationships with people in Palos Verdes and that local area where you can, take a short 5-minute drive to. But if you want to drive a little bit longer, let's say 20 minutes, and go into Hollywood, you can also get jobs in some of the bigger Hollywood studios as well.
What kind of computer do I need to have?
That's such a great question. So when you're getting ready to go to college, it is a good idea for you to have a laptop. Okay, so if you are coming into media, you may want to consider getting a Mac, but you can also consider getting a PC. When you're coming into multidisciplinary studies, it is the same. So, but however, when you come into media, I want to be clear, we have computer labs for you. We have a wealth of equipment. So do you have to get a specific laptop for media? No, because we have computer labs. You'll be able to take classes inside the computer labs, and you'll be able to do your homework if you like. If you sort of are thinking, hey, I really want something that I can work on from the dorms or from student housing, then I would say get something where you can make sure that you can use Adobe Creative Suite, PC or Mac. We teach our students to use both.
Good. Okay, here's a question about our podcast. I hear MCU is starting a podcast. Can I be involved?
Oh, most certainly. We have already started our podcast. Our podcast was actually started by our students. And I'm proud to say that they have already begun to create shows and create work. It is a very robust project, and they plan to continue it. So yes, you most certainly can be part of it first day of class.
Here is one about, I am interested in film or TV directing and editing. Yes. Can this major help me get started?
Oh, most certainly. In this major, you're going to take video production courses where you learn production from start to finish, but you will also take courses like motion graphics so that you learn a little bit about the post-production part of it too. And of course, you will learn directing.
Great. Good. And I can just tell everyone that Professor Wade is one of our most popular, if not our most popular professor, and has a way of bringing out all of the students' creative sides, and the student work at MCU is outstanding. How do I apply for internships? Do I need experience to do them?
That is such a great question. You can apply to internships. We have a career center, and you can work very closely with the director to determine what different internships you want to apply to. You can also work closely with your professors, and we can make some recommendations as well. But most of the internships do not require you to have any previous experience.
This is a good one. I saw a shot of a comic zine. I'm interested in creating a comic zine.
Yeah.
Do you do that there?
Oh, most certainly. When you're talking about comics and comic zines and even comic novels, you're going to want to not only learn about drawing and illustration and design, but you're also going to want to learn about page layout. And that's going to be in InDesign. So we most certainly would love to work with you on your projects.
Good. Okay, I think we're only going to be able to take about a couple more here. This one is looks like it's about the multidisciplinary. I like the idea of combining majors. Is it more classes than taking just one major?
That's a great question. No, it's not more courses. So we work very closely with other chairs of programs to put together a concise emphasis that is not as many courses as you would if you took the full major. And so that is what allows you to put together multiple emphases so that you can graduate in 4 years.
Great. Okay, we have time for just one more question. I think this is a really good one. Do the internships actually lead to jobs?
Very good question. So some, after working for a particular company as an intern, will be asked. That depends on the company and what they need and what they want. But when you ask, does an internship lead to jobs? I would still say yes, because you get to put that on your resume. You get to begin to build and accrue multiple internships that really fill up your resume so that when you apply to a job, you can say, yes, I have experience. Internship is one of those great opportunities to take advantage of while you're in college.
Good, good. All right, our time is up for this session. So thank you, Professor Wade, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you.